So Forbes just published this article on 7 ways to get rich fast. And while it's definitely not as dangerous as Dave Ramsey saying that 8% is a safe withdrawal rate in retirement, it really fails to deliver on its promise. And I'm going to show you why. So first up on their list here is to open a high yield savings account. The only way you're going to get rich from a high yield savings account is if you're already rich. If you want to make 100 grand a year from a 5% yielding savings account, you're going to have to start with $2 million. This one does not work at all. And it doesn't get much better after this. Second up is to ask for a raise. Definitely not going to hurt, but you're still trading time for money unless you're trading time for a lot of money, like the primary source in this article was. Where is it? She says, oh, I went from making 600 grand a year. Sure, a 10% raise, that can be meaningful. But for most people, that's not going to be a lifestyle changer. Their third suggestion is to invest smart. And this one isn't completely wrong, because the real way to build wealth quickly is to have ownership in something that creates value in a way that's not directly tied to your time. It could be a business, it could be real estate, and it could be investing. It could be investing smart. Although that third option really only works, they're talking about, have a diversified, set of investments. That really only works if you already lead a super profitable life, meaning that you earn way more than you spend and you can invest the difference. It even says a long period of time is what allows compound interest to work. And a long period of time, I'm sorry, that's not fast. That's not what the title of your article promised. Number 4 is to talk about money. Talking about money is probably better than burying your head in the sand and ignoring the topic, but talk alone is going to have zero impact on your net worth. The 5th one is to have a side hustle. And maybe I'm biased here, but this is probably the only thing that belongs on this list because it addresses the ownership issue. For most people to build wealth quickly, it's about working for profits and equity in a business that you own or control, even if you're starting small, even if you're starting on the side, instead of working for wages at your 9 to 5. So I like tip number 5. Number 6 is to pay off your debts. I agree. Consumer debt is like a boat anchor that's, dragging you down on your financial journey. And the reason for that is you want compound interest to work for you and not against you. But in the short term, debt can be a tool, which the article, to its credit, does actually mention. Maybe it's used to buy property. Maybe it's used to buy inventory for your business. Maybe it's used to finance marketing efforts to go out and get more customers. But if you're going to use debt, make sure that you got a plan to have it pay for itself. Basically, use that debt to buy assets instead of liabilities or stuff. And number 7, this one really got me fired up, was to use credit cards wisely. Maximize your credit card rewards and points by doing the actions you already do. No one in the history of the world has ever gotten rich from credit card points. Look at the world's wealthiest people. They built their wealth through entrepreneurship, through real estate, through investments. Not a single travel hacker or points optimizer among them. Now, you might as well take advantage of these programs. I've got a whole video series on how to do just that. But it's an incremental income stream at best. It's not going to be a way to build real wealth. So this whole article got me a little fired up. If you want to learn how real people are accelerating their path to financial independence, make sure to subscribe to The Side Hustle Show and check out my video on the 3 most realistic ways to get out of the rat race. Cheers.